President of the Republic of the Philippines, His Excellency Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. You may now be seated. Again, good morning. We are gathered here today for the signing of the Ninoy Aquino International Airport Public-Private Partnership Project Concession Agreement. To formally begin our program, may we call on Transportation Secretary Jaime Bautista to deliver his opening remarks and to give us the overview of the project.
Your Excellency, President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr., honored guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Thank you, Mr. President, for joining us in this historic occasion. Today's signing of the concession agreement between the Department of Transportation, the Manila International Airport Authority, and the new NAIA Infra Corporation marks the start of the much-anticipated modernization of the country's main gateway. This culmination in the process of selecting the best qualified concessionaire who will rehabilitate, operate, expand, and modernize NAIA contains two contrasting characteristics. While this is government's longest attempt, spanning 30 years, to transfer the operations of NAIA to the private sector, it is also the fastest public-private partnership or PPP turnover of a government project at less than 12 months. At the same time, we are marking the decoupling of the often conflicting role of operator and regulator for the Manila International Airport Authority. With this concession agreement, Manila International Airport Authority can now focus on the job of a regulator. Other successful models of this kind are the Mactan Cebu and the Clark International Airports. Both are operated by private concessionaires with oversight provided by separate airport authorities. And so today, spotlight is on the special purpose company formed by the winning bidder San Miguel Corporation, SAP and Company Consortium, the new NAIA Infra Corporation. The concessionaire's job of operating NAIA at maximum efficiency by investing on facilities upgrade, capacity expansion, and staff reskilling should eventually translate to a better travel experience. This is achievable once capacity is increased from 35 million passengers a year to 62 million, and once air traffic movement is raised from 40 to 48 per hour. A set of minimum standards will be used by MIAA to evaluate the concessionaire's performance whether to extend the concession period by another 10 years. Achieving these internationally benchmarked standards should cascade to passengers and airport users. This radical transformation comes at no small cost, will necessitate collaborations with local and foreign partners. I am sure the new NAIA Infra Corporation has a wide network of financing sources to support their vision for this airport. The NAIA privatization sends a strong message to the international business community on the viability of government's transport infrastructure projects. We have turned to international financial institutions, foreign governments, and private business organizations for funding support due to limited fiscal space. Following NAIA, next in line is the Bohol-Panglao International Airport that has received an unsolicited proposal for modernization. the proposal is now subjected to the mandatory Swiss challenge. We are optimistic the transition will be seamless with the anxiety of current employees prioritized. I recently stressed to NAIA employees that integrity, honesty, and professionalism will be key values in keeping their jobs under the new management. Many have pitched in just for us to reach this point. Asian Development Bank, the PPP Center, NEDA, Department of Finance, and other government agencies. Success of this endeavor should be credited to everyone. Again, we are grateful for the President's support to sa bagong Pilipinas. Magandang umaga and good morning to everyone.
Thank you, Secretary Bautista. And now, let us direct our attention to the screens for a short audio-visual presentation on the NAIA PPP project.
Think of an aviation hub which is growing and has great potential. Connecting travelers to parts of the Philippines, Southeast Asia, and beyond. Presenting the Ninoy Aquino International Airport, also known as NAIA. Sitting on 600 hectares of prime land located along the border between Pasay and Parañaque in the south of Metro Manila, NAIA serves as the main international airport in the Greater Capital Region. It is a gateway to a rapidly growing economy with shorter distance and better connection to main population centers compared to competitor airports. Since the COVID-19 pandemic, NAIA has experienced a remarkable resurgence. The Philippine government recently awarded a $3 billion contract to modernize NAIA to SMC SAP and Company Consortium, a consortium headed by San Miguel Corporation. With the consortium's special purpose company established for the project, the new NAIA Infracorp will be at the helm of
Very positive development for our team, and I'm excited to gear up to transition to being a regulator that focuses more on regulatory functions and contract management.
NAIA is home to 4 passenger terminals and 2 intersecting runways that serve 40 international airlines, 9 domestic airlines, and 7 cargo companies. Despite these remarkable achievements, NAIA still faces a range of challenges, from dated infrastructure, passenger undercapacity, and a host of pressing issues affecting operational efficiency.
The project land consists of 4 terminals, the general aviation area, and other structures and lands within the perimeter of the airport complex. NAIA is the jewel of the Philippine air transport system and has untapped potential for developing commercial leasable space within the project site. Aviation's strategic importance to the Philippines as a catalyst of economic development underscores the urgency to modernize the country's gateway to accommodate increasing air traffic.
Congratulations to everyone in government, especially the members of the NAIA PPP project team who worked tirelessly for the successful tender of this project. We will continue to build better more para sa bagong Pilipinas.
At this point, we shall now proceed with the signing of the NAIA PPP project concession agreement. To sign the contracts on the part of the Department of Transportation, may we request Secretary Jaime Bautista to please proceed at the signing table. To sign on the part of the Manila International Airport Authority, may we request General Manager Eric Jose Ines. And to sign on the part of the winning bidder, may we request San Miguel Holdings Corporation's President and CEO, Mr. Ramon Ang. May we request the President to please proceed downstage to witness the ceremonial signing. Thank you and congratulations to the Department of Transportation, Manila International Airport Authority, and SMC SAP and Company Consortium. Thank you, Mr. President. You may now be seated. At this juncture, may we call on Executive Secretary Lucas Bersamin to introduce our keynote speaker.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the Republic of the Philippines, His Excellency Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr.
Thank you very much, Executive Secretary, Chief Luke Bersamin. Please take your seats. Also with us here is House Speaker, Speaker Martin Romualdez, His Excellency Lee Sang-hwa, the Ambassador of South Korea to the Philippines, Transportation Secretary Jimmy Bautista, other members of the Cabinet here, Senator Grace, who has graced us with her presence today, San Miguel Corporation President and CEO Ramon Ang, who promises that he will fix this problem once and for all. And if his record is anything to go by, I'm fairly confident that he will manage to do it by hook or by crook. Yan naman si Ramon, by hook or by crook, gagawin at gagawin niya. The grantors and concessionaire of the Ninoy Aquino International Airport Public-Private Partnership Project, my fellow workers in government, good morning. For today, we are celebrating a different kind of departure honor. Because after more than 30 years, the comprehensive modernization of Manila International Airport in partnership with the private sector finally is taking off. Bureaucratic inertia, political turbulence, legal wranglings, these are among the things that conspired to maroon the international airport rehabilitation on the tarmac of inaction. The nation has unfortunately paid a heavy price for that indecision. The reputation of this airport has been shredded, and let us be frank about it, not by bad press, by its actual poor state. The gateway that should be the red carpet to our country has become a dirty rug that unfairly defined a visitor's first impression, which we all know is extremely important for all of those who are tourists, who are travelers, who for any reason have come into the Philippines. I think that all of us have said to one another, bakit yung Hong Kong, ang ganda-ganda, yung Singapore, ang ganda-ganda, tapos uuwi ka ng Pilipinas, napakasakit ng ulo. Kaya mabuti na, kailangan na natin ayusin ito. More damaging than the occasionally unflattering headlines are the inconveniences that many of its passengers undergo daily. It also affects our economy greatly. The postponed improvement of the airport has resulted in delayed and reduced number of flights. So due to insufficient flights, visitor arrivals have suffered, denying our economy billions in tourism receipts. The truth is, before our guests can swim or shop and sunbathe and surf, they must secure airline seats first. The main cause of the airport's woes are no secret. It's been operating beyond capacity for many years now, almost a decade. And since that is the case, the restoration of this airport should go beyond its physical design and structure. It requires major overhaul, such as the rehabilitation of the passenger terminals, the airside facilities, the development of commercial assets and utility systems, the provision of intermodal and interterminal transport facilities. I think that we have all felt the difficulty of all of these different aspects of the airport operation. Merong nag-aalaga sa atin, naramdaman din natin lahat yan. So today we chart the future of the airport. In a nutshell, we are embarking, and we have to admit this, on a fairly major catch-up plan. So let us roll up our sleeves. Let us be reminded that the bottom line of the Manila International Airport's resurgence is not what it will bring to the coffers of government, but the comfort it will bring to its passengers. So, I urge the San Miguel Corporation and Company Consortium to fulfill its commitments to this PPP project. This undertaking is not just about revenues. That will be remitted to Treasury alone, but resources invested in the airport, and in many ways, it is an investment in our future. The targets are worth repeating to remind us of the hard work that lies ahead. The PPP project will ramp up annual passenger capacity from 35 million passengers per year to almost double, 62 million passengers a year. 62 million talaga yan, ha? Talagang malaking pagbabago yan. But we've seen it before. We've seen it in other airports. Nagagawa naman talaga eh. And so that's we can take lessons from all the other experiences and the best practices of other airports. Hourly air traffic movements will be increased from 44 to 42 per hour to 48 movements per hour. However, traffic abatement should not happen on the tarmac alone, but also on the roads leading to the airport. This time, the time it takes to pick up a passenger at the curb or to find a parking spot should be shorter than the flight itself. And I think the model that we are always saying, halimbawa, to use as an example, Singapore Airport, ang kanilang measure is lagi na lang sinasabi, the passenger, international, domestic, or otherwise, is out of the airport within 20 minutes. At the same time, it will, if they care to stay there for a day, may layover sila na mahaba, meron din facilities dyan. And so this is what we are trying to, the evolution that we are trying to achieve. So the fast flow of passengers arriving and departing must be guaranteed inside the terminal that is clean and comfortable. For the record, this PPP project was evaluated within a record-breaking 7 weeks, making it the fastest PPP proposal to be approved in history. But we did not sacrifice scrutiny for speed. It was fast, but it was also fastidiously examined at every step of the way. It was open, transparent, and competitive. In fact, the project was aligned with international best practices, structuring and tendering bankable and fair PPP projects. The result is this project in which everybody wins, from the people to the government that will enjoy the financial windfall. The project will mobilize approximately 88 billion pesos in capital investments within its first 6 years of operation. This is more than 8 times the disbursed capital investments for the Manila International Airport since 2010. On top of rehabilitating and expanding the capacity of Manila International Airport, the private sector will pay the government approximately 1.052 trillion pesos in the next 15 plus to 10 years. This to 15 plus 10 years. This is more than 15 times the amount remitted by the Manila International Airport Authority to the national government since 2010. So, ladies and gentlemen, to conclude, the PPP project is a fruit of unity, of vision, of purpose. It highlights the great potential of public-private partnerships in accelerating infrastructure development. By bringing in the expertise of the private sector, we are pushing forward infrastructure projects to meet international standards and to provide the public with state-of-the-art services. This PPP project showcases what can happen when we join hands in solving the nation's problems. It reminds us that there is no challenge that is too difficult, that we cannot surmount, that a Filipino ingenuity and spirit cannot surmount, so long as we remain bound together with a common purpose. The project proves that the bagong Pilipinas that we seek is not an impossible dream. Therefore, let us keep working together. Let's brave the turbulence that may come, so we may arrive at the destiny and the destination that we have dreamed for our people. Mabuhay! Congratulations to our Secretary of DTI, of Transport. Congratulations to the SMC Consortium for putting together what was, I guarantee, it was a very complicated bid process, but we are finally here, and well done, and we look forward to the successes of the future that this project will bring. Mabuhay at maraming salamat po sa inyo lahat. Magandang umaga po.
Thank you, Mr. President. At this point, may we request the President to kindly grant us a photo opportunity. First, may we call on stage the NAIA PPP project team. Grantors and concessionaire, please stand by at the left side downstage.
Thank you. Please exit to your left. Next, grantors and concessionaire, you may now proceed on stage.
VVIPs and other government officials, please stand by here at the left side downstage. Thank you. Please exit to your right. Now, VVIPs and other government officials, you may now proceed on stage. Thank you. Please exit to your right. Thank you, Mr. President, for granting us a photo opportunity. That concludes our program. Thank you, Mr. President, for gracing our event today. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, His Excellency Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr.